Heard Health is sponsored video content brought to you by MedCity News.
Hello and welcome to Heard Health. I'm Marissa Plesha, reporter for MedCity News. I'm very excited to be here with Vindell Washington, Chief Clinical Officer and Head of Health Equity Center of Excellence at Verily. Thank you so much for joining.
Thanks for having me.
So to start, you recently introduced a new product called LightPath. It's Verily's next generation chronic care solution. Can you tell us a bit more about the product and your plans for the product?
Yeah, so one of our theories of the case is that with chronic disease in particular, much of a time that a patient or a member or a participant in society has their chronic disease, they live with that chronic disease outside the view of the caregivers charged with taking care of them. So with LightPath, what we're trying to do is to make sure that there's a precise intervention for the individual that is really there every day. It fits our overall mission of bringing the promise of precision health to everyone every day. So it's a digital solution. Part of the solution really goes with the member on their phone, where they can have telemedicine visits, they can have coaching and other interventions through their phone. And then there's a component of it really that our caregiving team uses to help select the members who need the right interventions. And that combination of tech and professionals who are really caring about the individual and meeting the individual where they are what we think really differentiates our solution in the market.
Yeah, very well said. Thank you so much for sharing that. And we also know that chronic conditions are a leading driver of healthcare costs. 84% of healthcare costs are driven by the treatment of chronic disease.
Yeah.
Can you tell us a bit more about how LightPath will address this and other industry pain points?
Yeah, so the burden is very heavy, but the attention is often paid only at points in a person's life when catastrophic things are happening. So one of the ways to bend the cost curve and to help people live their best life is to intervene before these catastrophic things happen. So one of the things we're particularly proud of with LightPath is that we use a person's digital picture, the things we know about them, the things they share with themselves, about themselves with us, allows us to customize interventions to reach an N-of-1 type intervention. Not what does an average person need with an average hemoglobin A1C score that's out of control, but what does this individual that I'm caring for today need? That allows us to customize interventions and allows them to be segmented and segregated and sort of delivered in a way that's discrete and most likely to deliver a great outcome for the individual at that point in time.
Yeah, that's very interesting. And we talked a lot about LightPath, but I also want to get your thoughts on some more general trends that you're really following. You work with multiple players across healthcare, including biotech, providers, payers, public health agencies. What are some of the healthcare trends that are really top of mind for you right now?
Yeah, I think maybe the top connecting item is really this need to share data and to use it more appropriately and more effectively for the patients that we care for. So when we think about it in particular, have we collected a data in a way that leaves no community behind? Have we tried to remove the bias that exists in the healthcare system at large as we're delivering solutions? Have we pieced together that data from all those players that you mentioned in the healthcare ecosystem in such a way that allows us to customize interventions for the individual? And as we move into places like data science, like artificial intelligence, like machine learning, we know that all those things depend on not only sharing the traditional sources of data, but new sources of data and making sure that that data has been prepared for this kind of new horizon intervention. So the data for AI really has to be pristine in order to support the best outcomes for AI.